Alright, everybody. So, here's how it's going to work tonight. As you notice the statement above the live feed here, it is viewer's choice tonight. So, you are going to tell me what you want to talk about, and I will discuss it. I am a few minutes early than I planned, but that is okay. We will wait for people to sign in here and start watching and making comments. So, I'm just hoping to see a few people come in, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, this is not come in soon, because don't want any dead air. But before we get too far into this, there is a few things that I was asked to go over. One is a personal thing that I'm getting sick of witnessing, really. When you go to any business, I don't care where you're going or what you're doing, if you don't have enough respect to keep the trash inside your vehicle until you get home, maybe you shouldn't have that product in your vehicle. You don't show up to another business and throw it right outside your window on the property and not in a garbage can. You take care of it. You are an adult. Stop acting like a child. Another thing I want to go over is I don't care if you smoke. I smoke myself. I don't care if you vape. I've been there, done that. I don't care what the situation is. You still need to have respect for everybody else. We recently had an incident where somebody came into a place of business vaping. There's nothing we can really do about it. But the fact that his vape filled the entire front part of the building and made it very disgusting for the other people, especially when you're eating, we have asked that person to stop. Granted, they did this time, but have some respect for other people. I mean, come on. You're going into a place of business, you don't need to be vaping. That's just my opinion. So from here, we're going to go with, right now, my only 3 viewers. If they would like to comment and tell me a topic to discuss, that would be greatly appreciated. I am running on 2.5 minutes here, and for now, I'm out of stuff to talk about. After I get a couple things going, I will do my next topic, which was privately messaged to me to discuss tonight. So please feel free and let me know what you want to talk about. Anything in the world. I've got nothing to hide, nothing to avoid. Just remember, if you don't like what I have to say, you know how to get rid of me. So, comment away. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Somebody say something. My viewers are going up and down and nobody's talking. Come on, you guys. Live feed here. Come on. Somebody say something. What topic would you like me to discuss tonight? Any topic in the world. Make sure you make your comments in the feed, not in a private message, please. This way is an open comment. I'm doing my best not to open up any message or anything while I'm doing this, so this doesn't close down and close out my feed. So anything you want me to talk about, please comment on the live feed, not in private messaging, not in text messaging. I'd greatly appreciate it. I go from 1 to 3 to 4 to 2 to 4 to 3 to 1. 4 minutes. Okay, since nobody's listening to me and they keep sending me private messages instead of commenting on here. One thing I was asked to discuss is family. They didn't give me much details besides that. Really, there's nothing really to talk about there. Your family is your family. You don't get to pick them, unfortunately. I'm fortunate enough to have family backing me up nonstop. Even when I'm in a fit of depression where I don't want to do anything or nothing is working out in my benefit, I still got my family backing me up. Don't hesitate to go to your family. Your family's there for a reason. If your family can't respect you, That's their loss, not yours. Remember, you're above and beyond that. You are bigger and better, whether it's because they don't want to listen to you, they don't want to give you good advice, they don't want to help you. You are you. Be you, not somebody else. I learned the hard way. Another topic brought up was my mother. It's not something I really like to talk about, but hey, she's more than welcome to look at this video. She's more than welcome to say anything she wants. I really don't care. That is her choice. But one thing I've learned very quickly, especially with my mother, that if they're not willing to help you, they're not willing to work with you in any way, shape, or form, do what they do best. Get rid of them. They got rid of you, get rid of them. If they don't want to deal with anything besides when you're doing great, when you're moving ahead in your life, you don't need to be around them. The only blood family that I really discuss with and talk to is my sister right now. A couple of my cousins have messaged me and they've been trying to help keep me on the straight and narrow. They've been trying to help me out and talk to me and keep me going. I do want to say thank you to them. You know who you are. Whether it's on my messages on Facebook, whether it is private messaging, my post. The fact of the matter is you guys have done great. I appreciate it very much. Never know who's behind you till you're down and out. So I want to say thank you to you guys. Something that I was asked to discuss when my mother was brought into topic was how to handle her. You don't. I'm sorry. When it comes down to my mom, there's no handling her. Just let her be her, because there ain't no changing that. You can't change her. You can't change anything she does. She's stuck in her ways. So just let her go. Move on. Move past. Remember, be the bigger person. Walk away. So now that I got those two things covered, what's next? Please make sure to comment in my feed. And just so you know, the person that commented private message that asked me about my mother, I could not read the whole message because I'm not opening messages. So if there's more to it, I do apologize. If you commented where I asked, I would have gotten everything. 7.5 minutes, you guys. Come on. Give me another topic. Come on. Anything at all. Anything in this world. I got 4 viewers and nobody's talking. If there's something bothering you that you need to help on, something that you need some advice with, something that you just think need to be talked about, whether it's you personally or in the world, say so. If you don't want your name mentioned, say anonymous. I'm good to go there. Don't matter to me, just point it out. Comments will appear here, and there's no comments. Please comment away. Hi ho, Silver. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Just keep on waiting. I feel like Dory. Except for I'm not swimming. Alright, you guys, come on. Anything in the world. I know something's got to be bothering somebody out there. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it's about. I don't care who it is. Say something. Because if you don't, I'm going to go to my next topic. And I was kind of hoping to hold off on that for a little bit. Try to get a few more things going here. Sometime today. 5 viewers, wow. Oh, back down to 4. Guess I'm not very entertaining tonight. 5, 4, 5. Hey, 5. I like that. Alright, 5 viewers. Somebody make a comment. What do you want to talk about? What topic do you want me to touch on tonight? Any topic in the world at all? Just remember, you don't like what I have to say, you know what to do. I'm up to 7 viewers. Awesome. Keep going, you guys. I would appreciate some comments, though. This is viewer's choice for a reason. My viewers choose what I talk about. 9.5 minutes. No comments. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Somebody choose a comment. I don't care. Pick a topic. I'll be happy to discuss it. Anything at all. This is a open mic night, basically. Anything you want to discuss, I will discuss it. Anything at all. Anything, anything, anything. My viewers keep going up, but my comments have not changed. So as my viewers come and go, I wish my comments would appear. Alright, 10 minutes and nobody's commented. Come on now. Anybody at all? Alright, you guys, think of something you want to talk about, because I'm going to go on to my next topic now. Like I said, you want me to talk about something, just type it in the comments. It'll show up on my screen here. So for now, I'm going to talk about this person here. She asked me to mention her in today's live feed, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. That is my girlfriend. She asked me to talk about basically what made me fall for her to begin with. She, word for word, said, explain why I love her. Love is a very strong word. It's not meant to be used lightly. I do have to say that my emotions for her are very, very high. And I see how drastically that viewer went down, but already. But yes, I do have some very strong feelings for her. She is an amazing woman. She's helped me out through a lot of stuff. Granted, it's only been a couple of weeks, but she's been very good to me. Besides that, it's just the fact that she doesn't act like everybody else I've been around. She doesn't send off that, I don't know, low intelligence that most people portray. They try to act like they're all high and mighty and very intelligent, and a lot of times they talk and act very stupid. She does not. She doesn't try to outdo herself. She doesn't try to present herself as something she isn't. She flat out says how it is and how it's going to be done, and simple as that. And I love that about her. She's an amazing woman. She's very intelligent. She's a very beautiful young lady, and I am blessed to have her in my life. So I do appreciate that she didn't want me to talk about it. Again, why do I love her? Again, it's not a very easy word to say. Love is something that can't really be discussed. It's not a word. It's not a topic. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. So I really can't say why my feelings are the way they are. But I guarantee, and I can make her the one promise that I can make, is I will do my best to show her why I do care about her, why my feelings are the way they are for her, and hopefully in time I can actually say those words, and I'm really hoping this does not offend her for me not saying them tonight. But the fact of the matter is that I don't throw that phrase around lightly. It's very hard to do something like that, especially after things I've been through and my past and my history. So, in that mind, in that regard, I do have to say that she has been a pillar of light in these past couple of weeks that I wouldn't know where to turn to if it wasn't for her. Yes, my sister has been there, my best friend has been there, my friends that I deal with on a regular basis have been there, but she brings something to my life that only an individual could. It's not something anybody can do. So I want to say thank you to her. She is an amazing woman, and I'm glad she's mine. So now that I got that one out of the way, anybody, somebody, everybody, I don't care, say something. I need to know what to talk about tonight. I really, really do. Anybody at all. I don't care who. In fact, I'm going to multitask since you guys are taking forever here. Because you guys aren't bringing up topics, I'm going to go ahead and do some searching and see if I can find something to bring up myself. Like I said, feel free to tell me a topic you wish to discuss. My viewers keep going up and down. So I'm just waiting for a comment of any sort. Wow. All-time high at 8 viewers. Going good. I appreciate it. That still does not tell me what our discussions will be about tonight. My viewers keep going up. Come on, you guys. Tell me something. Put some comments in. Let me know what we're discussing tonight. Until I get some comments, I'm going to go over some of my pages and my groups and see if there's anything worth discussing. I just hope that some of the people that are posting are willing to bring up and watch what we're doing here. Okay, I was just informed that there's a bunch of comments, but I'm not seeing them. So I don't know what's going on here. Give me just a minute. Let's see if I can get my contact here. Okay. So I was told a bunch of comments are on my feed. I'm not seeing them, so I'm going to go this route here. I'm going to ask one of the people to inform me of some of these, because for some reason they are not showing up. Very happy to know that I've got 9 viewers on this. And let's see what we got here. Okay. DCFS. Somebody commented on that one. Be more specific. I got to know exactly what you're talking about. If you could comment on exactly what you're wanting to discuss when it comes down to DCFS, please post it, and I will have this person let me know. Friends. Friends are very crucial. They really are. Without your friends, it's very hard. Your friends that are true and got your back 24/7, they are a very, very rare commodity, and I can honestly say I've got very few of them because of that. One of which is Brandy. She's had my back since day one, since I've met her. She's done a lot for me, and I am truly grateful for her. She's been an amazing, amazing support system for me when it comes down to friends. After that, we do have, as I discussed in my last video, there's Molly, there's Marley. They've been really good to me. They've been helping me out a lot. Besides that, there's so many friends out there. Let's see. Some new friends that came into my life. They see a lot more than I intend to portray, and I do apologize for that, but you guys have been great. Such as Maya, you've been amazing. Thank you very much. Of course, Paige, you've been amazing towards me. But yeah, just watch your back when it comes down to your friends, because you never know who your true friends are until you have nothing and they're still behind you. When those few people are behind you, when you have nothing left to give, those are the ones you know are going to be there for a very long time and backing you up. Just hold on to those friends, because they are the biggest thing in this world. Next topic, ghosts. What about them? They're spooky, they're creepy, they're amazing, they're fun. Don't piss them off, because they'll get back at you. See if I can start seeing some of these comments on my own, since they're not really posting. Let's see here. And I'm not seeing any. It would be nice if I saw them, but I'm not seeing any on here. So I guess I'm going to have to stick with my friend helping me out with this. Not really much you can do about ghosts. They're there. Ignore them. I mean, if they're bothering you, just act like they're not. That's the best way to really handle them. They can be troublemakers. They really can. They like to pull pranks on you. They like to screw around with your head. They're fun. Just make sure that you're not confusing a ghost for bad memory. You're not confusing a ghost for a poltergeist or other forms of spirits. My biggest advice is never screw with a Ouija board, because it'll come back and haunt you forever. Besides that, it is what it is. Just remember that ghosts aren't always here to harm you. Some of them are just trying to walk through life. Some of them are trying to get their way to where they need to be, just like the rest of us in this world. Only difference is we can't see them. Wanting your ex back. Wow. I have gone through that a couple times. I have wanted an ex back, and it not advisable. Let me put it that way. I know that when times are down and you do get in depressed mode, that the X is the best way to go sometimes. Just remember, they are an X for a reason. As a rejection hotline once said, the X is like a poisonous tumor. You would never say you want that back inside you. So, just remember this, that your X is an X for a reason. If you cannot come up with at least 10 good reasons why you should take them back, and I do say good, not desperate, not they were good to me at one point in time, not besides these 15 things that went wrong, here's one good thing. No, those don't count. 10 good reasons, and if you have to go on a compare and contrast, no more than 5 bad. If you're coming up with 5 bad quick enough, something's wrong. If you're coming up with 6 bad, don't take them back. If you had no reason to get rid of the person, I can't say not to go back to them because I'm sorry, I've broken up with people for no reason whatsoever, and I have one of them back. My problem was they told me to fuck off, basically, and it stays that way. Pizza. I don't know why pizza was brought up as a topic, but heck, why not? I'm assuming someone's trying to be funny. Pizza, the best kind of pizza out there, I would have to say here in Woodstock is 3 stars. Up there in Rockford, where my sister and a couple of friends are. I'm trying to remember what their name was. They're right there on Main Street. Really good pizza. They cut it in squares. I recommend them every time. If one of my friends are listening and they know what place I'm talking about, please feel free to post it so I can talk about it some more. Besides that, I'm going to move on to that one. DCFS was brought up. They mentioned custody. I was in the foster care system for technically, I think, 6 years. I spent 4 of those years in foster care here in Woodstock. Amazing foster parents. I love them to death. I miss them dearly. They were very good to me. They got me through high school. If it wasn't for them, I would have been lost. Just remember, sometimes being with your biological family isn't always the best option. Honestly, for me, I think it was the best way for me to go was to be in foster care. I loved every second of it. I wouldn't change it for the world. There are some situations where I do think it is wrong that the parent is doing everything in their ability to take care of their child. They are doing a damn good job, and they need to be left alone. But some people don't know how to mind their own business, and they think that they know what's best for everybody else's child. My comment to that is, mind your own fucking business, leave people the fuck alone. If the child is fed, clothed, they're not harmed, and they're being taken care of, back the fuck up. Let the parents do their job. They're not your kids, back off. That simple. Bipolar. Huh, that's funny. Um, Bipolar is a major topic for many people, especially for me and many of my friends. Um, yeah, people witness that a lot with me, especially at work. They realize I go from a very interesting state of mind to a big fuck you state of attitude, back to a intriguing attitude. So bipolar, if you want to give me some more details on exactly what about it you're wanting me to talk about, I'll be more than happy to continue. Otherwise, I do need some more comments from my listeners, if they don't mind informing me. And we got some more coming. Waiting. Feels good to wait. Not really. Alright, they're posting for me. They're getting ready to tell me what's going on over there. Since it's not posting on my side. Okay, here's a little more detail. If you don't mind, can I use your name, or are you keeping this anonymous? That's up to you. But until you give me permission to use your name, I'm going to keep it that way. Got a friend stating that my mom said they're not going to get their kids back because of a medical condition. Honestly, like I said, my mom needs to mind her own fucking business. My mom has no room to talk. She lost two of us, and she's lucky she didn't lose the third. If it was up to me, she would have lost the third real fucking quick. My mom lost two of her children, her middle and her youngest child. And I'm sorry, but if you're losing your own children, you have no right to tell other people how to raise their children or whether or not they're going to get their kids back. My mom did not lose her kids due to bipolar. She lost her kids due to ignorance and stupidity. So, Kathy, to let you know, if my mom tries to give you any advice about anything, I do apologize. I've got about 10 different comments coming up over here. I don't know what's going on here. Anybody out there, I don't care who you are. DCFS, foster care, parental status. If you're having issues, you need to go to someone that knows what's going on. If you're talking to parents that lost their kids, make sure that you know why they lost their kids and not what they're telling you. 90% of things are public information now. You can go and take a look. I will tell you right now, my mom lost me and my sister due to her own ignorance. She didn't want to believe us. She went through the wrong ideas, thinking that the guy she was with was always right and was her best decision. He was not. I honestly think that my mom has no room to talk about anything to anybody when it comes down to kids. I think she did one of the worst jobs in the world raising us. If you want to talk to someone about raising kids, go to my sister. She raised me for the longest time. She took care of me. She made sure I got done what I needed to get done. Kicked my ass when I needed it. The whole shebang. My sister did a very good job, and now she's got three wonderful kids of her own. One unfortunately acts like me, so I do feel sorry for her on that aspect, but she's doing an amazing job. So you want to talk to anybody about kids and how to take care of your kids, go to my sister. She's doing a damn good job. Besides that, honestly, again, don't know what you're talking about, mind your own fucking business. If my mom finds any way of seeing this video, I'm going to say it flat out. Mom, back the fuck off and leave people alone. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how to raise a family. Sorry. If there's a problem with that statement, you know how to block me. Anybody. I don't care. So, again, I'm going to get some more comments here. And see where it's going to go from there. Like I said, I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to be ashamed of. I did a great job after my sister took care of me, so I'm moving up slowly, moving up fast, moving up mediocre. Fact of the matter is, I'm still moving. That's all that matters. Keep pushing forward, get past the past, move to the future. And just waiting. I do not know why I'm not getting your comments on my feed, so I do apologize everybody for it. But we are trying to figure things out and get some more discussions going. I do have a few people, which I do appreciate, liking my video, liking some other posts. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's see what else will be discussed this evening. And I just want to say to everybody, remember that my posts are out there because we are who we are. I need a little more information on that one, please. I just got information about somebody moving back to Arizona. A little more information. I don't quite understand what that one's about. Where about in Arizona? What's the idea, purpose of move, so forth, so on. Okay, to the person that said Jacob is moving back to Arizona, I need a little more detail. If you could post something else to that so we have a little more idea what's going on. that'd be greatly appreciated. We are up to a half an hour on this video. I appreciate it, you guys. Like I said, I am sorry for the inconvenience from earlier. I did not see any comments. I do have somebody telling me there was more, and they'll keep me posted, so I appreciate their help tonight. It's not exactly going on quite as I expected, but apparently there's multiple people working on this information, so we will see where it goes. Besides that, I just want to tell everybody out there, just remember, you guys are doing a great job. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody does. You are you. Remember that. Nobody can tear you down but yourself. If anybody says anything negative about you, it's your decision, your choice, so let that sink in. Don't. I know that some people are watching my video thinking that I'm not paying attention too much. And, yeah, I do apologize, because I did go through a rough time, especially last night, and it kind of went overboard with me. So, I know me sitting here talking about positivity is probably not something a lot of people realize, but I think it takes someone stronger to talk about it when they're down the most. So, if you're having an issue, don't hesitate to ask anybody around you. That's what your friends and family are for. Like a little more information here. I'm being asked if I'm moving back. Okay. I guess people are asking if I'm moving back to Arizona. I highly doubt that. I am broke as a joke and everywhere in between. If I had a chance to move back to Arizona, as much as I want to, as much as I do miss the area, I do not have anything out there. So for those of you that are asking me this, I highly doubt it. I really don't see me going back because, one, I can't afford it. Two, I've got nothing there. Three, my family, my friends, everybody's here now. I do have some amazing friends out there. I do have some people from past that are trying to convince me. I know that for a fact. And as much as I'd like to, I don't see it happening. People are asking who's picking the topics. Well, if you guys paid attention, anybody that's watching. So the 9 viewers that I see right now that are on here, if you have something you want me to talk about, please say it. Somebody posted about being married and being in love with a child friend. I'm assuming that meant a childhood friend. That one's a hard one to discuss. Unfortunately, I myself am somebody that was in that situation. I was married, and the love of my life, I'd have to say, was in the process of moving around. She doing a great job on her own. Beautiful children, amazing children. And my heart was still with her, even though I was married. I know that's not advisable. That's not the best thing in the world to say. But the fact of the matter is, the heart wants what the heart wants. I was in one of the most amazing marriages in the world. I will never deny that. My wife was the most amazing person I could ever come by. She did more for me than anybody I can think of. I think the only person that can top that is probably my sister. Then again, if I don't say something like that, my sister probably beat me later on. But hey, that's what family's for, right? Knock you back into place. In regards to being married and loving your childhood friend, I have to say it's as simple as this. The heart wants what the heart wants. If you are married, I tell this to everybody, don't make my mistake. If you are having problems in your marriage, stick it out. I made the mistake, I screwed up, and I lost my wife because of it. I spent 4 months in jail, and by the time I got out, I was served with divorce papers. I screwed up. Don't make my mistake. Do anything and everything in your power to make that marriage work. If it does not work, if you have done everything in your power It does not matter if you love somebody else, if you want to be with somebody else, if you just want to be alone with you and your kids. It does not matter. Do everything in your power. Everything. You got married for a reason. You need to push it. If it comes down to the point where you cannot do anything else, you are at a guaranteed 150,000% dead end, then do what you have to do. Honestly, I cannot tell you exactly what to do, but I will tell you that don't do something you're going to regret, because I've done it. And I've learned very quickly that my regrets are just that. They're a regret that I can't change. It kills me to no end. It really does. But that's the way it is. As for loving a childhood friend, I really don't know what to say to that one. I know you're expecting a drastic answer out of me, especially the person that posted it. I do feel that I should go into more depth about that, but probably on a one-on-one basis with this person. If they wish to text me later on or message me, that would be great. I can go into more depth and understanding on exactly what is going on with that situation. But until then, we shall move on to the next topic. I do have two people messaging me. One person stopped telling me topics. The other person is confused. So we will see here. Bouncing back and forth here between a couple of people. For you guys that are on my messenger helping me out, telling me who's doing what, I greatly appreciate it. I do have people telling me what topics they want to talk about, so if you do want to post them, my people will tell me, and we will go from there. Right now, going back and forth. They don't know what they want to say. They do know what they want to say. All right, so sis, make up your mind. What do you want to say here? Besides that, we covered a lot of stuff tonight. We're going on almost 40 minutes, 9 viewers. Give me something. Throw something at me. All right, I was asked to talk about my nephews. I got 2 nephews and a beautiful little niece. I don't know why she didn't say talk about my niece too, but hey, that works. Both of my nephews are amazing children. They can be kind of rambunctious, but I love them both to death. One of them is considered a mini-me because he acts just like me. He looks just like me. In other words, a royal pain in the butt. That's about the best way I can do it, but again, I love him to death. My other nephew, it's kind of funny how he turned out. He's a great kid, he really is. I just didn't expect him to be the way he is. I did expect him to kind of be more of the aggressive type. He's gotten more mellow from being a kid. Granted, he's still a kid now, but hey. My sister is touching on some touchy topics here. Of course, she would do that when I'm on a live feed. Back to my nephews for now. My youngest nephew, when I first met him, he was basically a scaredy cat. I'm going to have to admit it. I would mess with him as much as I'd mess with my older nephew, and my older nephew would fight back. He would do everything in return. He'd retaliate in a heartbeat. It was great. I loved it. My youngest nephew, being his age, kind of cowered down, hid. Granted, they both loved me to death, and they still do, I hope. But I have to say, I did torture them. They were through a complete 180 from where they are now. My nephew that was rambunctious is now settled down a lot. He's focused on his schoolwork, which I'm very proud of him for. He does focus on his intelligence. He does pay attention to having fun being a kid, which I'm very proud of him for that as well. Granted, just like any kid, He needs to learn to listen a little better. But who doesn't? I still need to learn to listen better. I still don't do that. Um, my youngest nephew now, kind of rambunctious. I love it. He he fights back about as much as I would, and he's getting pretty tough. He he actually he's not afraid to get in there and fight and learn. Um, I have to say that I'm very proud that he is wanting to look up to me as a role model. The one problem is, unfortunately, I don't feel like I'm much of a role model. I really don't. My nephews. Oh wow, okay. All my conversations are coming in. All right, I'm getting a lot of stuff coming in all at once now, so this is awesome. Granted, I don't know how much of it I'm gonna actually see here in a minute, but they're coming in. Um, like I was saying, my youngest nephew, as much as I appreciate being a role model, he he's got to understand that I did go through a lot before I got to where I am now. I caused a lot of trouble, and he does need to understand that acting like me, especially when I was his age, is not the best thing in the world. Um, there's a lot of stuff he could be doing a lot better than I did, and I wish he'd learn that now. Besides that, he is a great kid. I think personally all children are. They just need a stern hand from time to time. Usually in the back of the head. Just kidding. My nephews, they're great. They really are. As for my sister saying I can have one of them, I would love it, actually. He can come live with me all he wants. I don't mind at all. I will raise him. Granted, I don't know if you'd like that too much, but I'd be more than happy to. Since my sister is being stubborn and a royal pain in my butt right now, one of the topics she did ask me to talk about, and I'm probably going to break down during this one, so I am going to apologize now. Just thinking about it, it does kind of bother me. Um, my sister asked me to talk about why I won't hold my niece. It's a very difficult topic, and I kind of knew this was going to happen. I kind of figured my sister would do this, especially being on a live feed. Um, for those of you that don't know, my wife's name is Tina. She was one of the biggest life-changing decisions of my life, and I wouldn't change any time I had with her. None. And my sister did me the honor of naming her daughter after my wife. My problem is I believe in reincarnation, and I do believe that my wife did come back as my niece, and it's very hard to get past that. It's spending a good 6 to 7 years with this woman, holding her, talking to her, having her at my side, and then again seeing her eyes, her gentle personality, her outgoingness, and she's just it's very hard to do it again. Um, Louise, you know I love you. You know that I would do anything for you and the kids. Um, and as my sister just posted, that No, she doesn't know about this because I've kept it back. I just know that holding my niece would be very hard. Um, the fact that I was honored with my niece being named after my wife, it really was a great honor. And I know if she was still here, she would thank you very much for it. But I know as her uncle, I do need to take more advance into trying more often and trying to do better. I do need a holder, I really do, and I do feel bad that I haven't. But as I was saying, that I do love you, Louise. I do love the kids very much. As many times as I've come over, I have wanted a holder. I just don't know if I can. I am worried that if I do hold her, that everything's gonna come flooding back to me again. I just don't know if I'll have the strength. I mean, I'm breaking down on a live feed. Um, I really don't know if I'd have the strength to be able to hold her and maintain my composure. And as most of you know, just doing this now, it's actually a breakthrough for me because I don't like people seeing me cry. But unfortunately, I did make a promise that this was viewer's choice, and I'm not going to skip over a topic just because I'm on camera. So, there it is. That is why I haven't held my niece. That is why it's very hard for me to actually come up and hold my niece. So, hopefully, moving on to a brighter and happier topic. If we can change things up a little bit, I'd appreciate it. Try and lighten the mood a little bit, please. So let's pick something else. I am seeing my comments come up now. They're a little better. If you guys want to comment on something else, get another feed, not another feed, but another topic started, that'd be great. If not, I am running on almost an hour here. So if that is all, say so now. I will shut down for the night. If not, throw something else out there. I'll give it about 2 more minutes. If no more topics come through, then I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Otherwise, let's hear it. Okay, my sister had to throw one out quick enough. She asked me to talk about my weight loss. As a lot of people know that I am a bigger person, and one of my biggest things is that I've always had a hard time losing weight. When I was in foster care, I lost a lot of weight. I was always bike riding and swimming, and I had a lot of stuff going on. Unfortunately, when I got older, I had a car, I stopped moving around as much. I wasn't as active. I tried, but it didn't get me anywhere. But I was doing my best, and I was moving on great. Unfortunately, it came to a standstill pretty recently when I went back to a vehicle. Didn't need to walk anywhere, none of that. I started a new company, and in that company, we buy our own products. We try to get other people to join us and get some of the products as well. I started this amazing product. It's called Slimetry. I started taking this. I take 1 tablet twice a day. And what this supplement does is it curbs your cravings. And I actually went from where I was a few months ago to where I've actually tightened my belt 2 notches. Just recently a second notch. So I'm actually on the last hole in my belt where I was actually 3 notches up. So I have to say this supplement's doing really good. Um, like I said, it's called Slimetry. It's only available through my website, which if you would like, you can always private message me. I do try to post it from time to time on my page. My sister, my biological mother, do take it. Another person watching this, they've been discussing taking it. Brandy, it is called Slimetry. I will try to get a good picture of it here. For those of you that are interested, it is by Nutrilite. It is on my page. If any of you are interested in it, since I am doing this live feed, I would appreciate it if you did come to me if you were interested in getting some. Another person commented. They asked me about what was my funnest childhood memory. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say, besides the little bit I do remember, and I do mean a little bit, with my friends up in Arizona. One of my best childhood memories was being in foster care. A lot of people won't say that because they think foster care is a bad thing. It's not. It really isn't. I spent 4 years in foster care all through my high school, and like I said, if it wasn't for my foster parents, I probably wouldn't have graduated. But I was able to put my handprints on the high school wall as a senior thing for memorial, basically. They are still there to this day. And remember, that was almost 10 years ago, and they're still there. The people I met in high school made everything the best. You know who you are. It was an amazing thing. Oh, wow. I just got reminded about my notes back in high school. A real good friend of mine, we did go out for a little bit. She made sure that my notes I wrote were in Spanish to her. I was taking Spanish class. And to try to help me with my Spanish, she required a lot of my stuff in Spanish. And apparently she still has them, which I'm kind of scared to see because my Spanish was horrible back then. It still is today. But yeah, no, it was, I have to say my high school was my best childhood years, besides a little bit I remember from Arizona. I'm pretty sure some people are wanting to hear the story of me screaming at a cow, me being found under a rock, as my sister so kindly posted. Um, these experiences we went through as kids, and I do remember them fondly, unfortunately. Um, Gee, thanks, Carla. I appreciate it. Um, no, I did my best, and to this day, I get a lot of people complimenting me on my accent, on the way I speak, because I do take pride in my work, and I do my best. To this day, I still learn. Um, but yeah, like I said, more topics, anything you want. I've already broken down once, so obviously there are no limitations to these topics. Let's see here. Unfortunately, my sister remembers the cow incident. Obviously, Carla, I do remember the notes, so it was fun, though. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed most of my childhood, I remember. Thank you, Brandy. Um, I really don't know what else to talk about, so, I'm on 54 minutes. You guys have until 56 to give me another topic, or I'm going to close out for the night. Like I said, obviously, I've already broken down once, so be more specific. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic? Most current statement, why? Louise, if you can go all night, you can go all night. Just remember, I am expecting messages from people here shortly. In fact, about 10 minutes or so. So, Um, Apparently my all-time favorite drink. I'll go both ways. Alcoholic. Anything straight. Whiskey, vodka, don't matter to me. Um, let's see here. Brandy, to answer your question, no, I don't. I don't still have that video, but yeah, I do remember that. Um, Again, Louise, my favorite drink, Mountain Dew for sodas. Um, yeah. Carla, yes, I do remember the rides. I really do. Um, Especially falling asleep on the bus and so forth, so on. Give me 1 second here, you guys. I do apologize for this. Um, Curtis, yes, I do remember. Um, Believe me, it was a very interesting day that day, and I'm really glad I was able to help you out. I'm actually really glad that you remembered too, because most people would have blown it off by now. Um, for those that you don't know, Curtis, a real great guy. Went through a hard time himself, and when he least expected it, he had someone by his side. So I was glad I could be there, and I was glad that I could help. To this day, he knows if he needs anything, he can get a hold of me. I will do my best. Um, Give me 1 second. I do got another message coming in. Give me a second. Sorry, you guys. It is going back and forth here. I am trying to make all my viewers happy. Okay. Louis Still Reserve. Yes, I really do like Still Reserve for a beer, but I like my strong stuff too. So, I was asked to talk about. I'm gonna have to go a little more detail on this. Let's see here. I need some more details about this. I'm assuming since this was done in private message, I'm assuming they're not wanting me to discuss the name. So I'm going to get a little more details about this before I go any further on that one. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I do have a topic coming up. I'm going to get a little more information, see where that's going to go. Besides that, Brandy, I'm not surprised. Honestly, you'd be surprised what you've done for me. As you can tell, I keep a lot of stuff hidden and bottled up. So that is why this is a great time for you guys to ask me anything you want. Like I said, nothing's against the limits. So, anything away. Let's see here. What else can we discuss? Thinking. I can't believe I've actually been on this feed for an hour now, and very interesting. You guys have kept us going for a while. I am actually very, very impressed with all of you right now. Since I do have a feeling that I'm going to be on here for a little bit. Louise, that's not a fair question. You know damn well what I'm going to say. I am very, very big on Star Wars over Star Trek any day. If somebody has something to say about that, please feel free to pitch in. I just feel that Star Trek can't provide what Star Wars can. There are people that prefer Star Trek over Star Wars, but I like my Star Wars nonstop. Um, hmm. So that's not much of a topic there. Original Star Wars is the #1 deal. Um, Besides that, I don't know. Really, I don't. My niece may love Star Wars or Star Trek, but I love Star Wars, so bite me, Barbie. Star Wars and Star Trek. That would be an interesting video. So that'll be an interesting topic. Um, okay. Um, Obviously, Louise, that's an easy one. Blue, of course. Come on now. That's like a no-brainer right there. Come on. Then again, red is kind of hard. I like them both. It's not a fair question. I agree with Brandy. Simple as that. Wow, you're really asking me that? If I do remember correctly, which I'm probably wrong, um, Louise, I didn't have a choice with you. Anyways, Carla, if I do remember correctly, like I said, I'm probably wrong. It was one of three ways. Either one of those high school dances, which trying to remember if that's the way it was. It was either high school dance on the bus or through the little batch of friends that I had. So I don't quite remember exactly. I was just informed it says pauses. That doesn't make sense, but why is there sad faces? I'm seeing sad faces on my line, and I don't like that. Sad faces are not allowed. I did enough of that for one night. I don't know. I'm going in just over an hour now, so I know signal can go in and out. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. But I really do think it was my circle of friends, as Carla did state, kind of brought us together. I do remember some of the comments that were made when I showed up at Carla's house on my bike with handcuffs on the bike rails. Interesting what people had to say about that one. Um, but besides that, again, 2 minutes. So you guys have 2 minutes to bring up another topic. I am waiting to hear back from somebody. If they'll answer. Can I cook? What kind of question is that? Come on, what kind of question is that? You know damn well I can cook. I think that was Katie that day. No, Alyssa. The first time I met her. I was just asked to bring up a topic. Very funny topic actually. Well, at least I thought it was at the time. When I was staying at my sister's, we had someone come over and visit. Apparently, they just had to meet me because my brother's done nothing but talk crap about me for so many times, so many days. Very annoying since he can't come to me himself. Um, he comes over, he meets me. He ended up liking my sarcasm and assholeness. And he messaged my brother, told my brother that he's visiting me right now, that I'm actually a pretty cool guy, and that he should come over and he should visit. My brother threatened to kick my ass, which I thought was very ironic. He goes, well, I'll bring you on over. He goes, well, I don't have bail money to get out. Which, again, made me laugh. He's so worried about bail money when I don't think he'd be able to lift his leg off the couch to begin with. But that's my opinion. My brother can be a complete asshole. He thinks he's better than everybody else. Last I knew, he could have changed, but I'm not quite sure. I try to avoid at all cost. Doesn't always work. But he was offered bail money to get out of jail if he'd come over and fight me. He refused, which I thought was funny with all his empty threats. Which, yes, that's all they were empty threats. And to this day, I'm still waiting to hear back from my brother. And from my brother's words, I am no longer his brother, and my mother is not my mother. So, those were his words. Just saying. Another question that I was asked. Let's see here. My favorite thing to cook, meatloaf. My favorite thing to cook, honestly, my specialty is meatloaf. I'm very good at it. My ingredients are not cheap, but I will not reveal my secret. So, that's simple. My sister asked me about remembering bugging her at school for money. Yes, I was thirsty. Leave me alone. Suck it up, Buttercup. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Just so many. I don't know. I honestly hope you were never offended by the whole Speed Racer comments. You really are a great guy. I'd have to say, honestly, when it comes down to... Wow. Newsfeed's blowing up now. I appreciate it. When it comes down to favorite memories, honestly, just the fact of hanging out with you, getting to know you, talking with you. I'm sorry, but if you can't talk with somebody, you're never going to get to know anybody. And Curtis, it was an honor. It really was to be able to talk with you and to become a friend. And like I said, I'm really glad that what I did in the past helped. I'm glad that you are here today to share with us. And honestly, I don't know where I would be today if I didn't have that one thing in my mind. The fact that I was able to help one person kind of move forward to make me help others. Next topic. Favorite memory, Brandy. Well, holidays. You know how well I can cook. You came over for Thanksgiving. I really wish it wasn't as short-lived as it was because shortly after that I did spend 4 months in county. Unfortunate situation, but it did happen. Fact of the matter is, I did change for the better. Honestly, my favorite memory is just back hanging out with you. Between Sholo coming up to visit, I'm actually the very first reoccurring memory. Went to church one Sunday and just getting back into the church, just seeing people again for the first time. Went to a conference and who do I see? None other than Brandy. She was still pregnant. And wow, seeing her in God knows how long it's been. She was able to meet my wife, and they seemed to. I don't know. I think Brandy was kind of not really there at the moment, but it really was good to be able to see her that day, knowing that she was doing pretty good. She seemed halfway happy, if nothing else. Then getting contact after that, Better memories after that. Hanging out up at, Kmart and going up and coming over for Thanksgiving. Really good to see you then. Really wish I could have seen you before I left, and I'm sorry I didn't. Carla, I will have to make you dinner, but we'll see about that. Yes, Louise, my meatloaf is the bomb. I know that. Louise, favorite memory of you? Um, I didn't realize I had one. All my memories of you was torturing me, basically. No, just kidding. Honestly, Louise, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have reconnected with Dad. The fact that when I went through my first marriage, got divorced, you were there to take me in, let me see my nephews, visit with them. Um, if it wasn't for you bringing me to New Mexico, I probably wouldn't have seen Dad again. And honestly, I had a lot of bad thoughts in my head. I really did. You have saved my life. You have. I don't know how many times you've busted down my bedroom door. You've stolen my gun away from me. You've done a lot of things. You've been a major support for me, and you know that. I've told you that many many times. The women I've dated know that very well. It's pissed a lot of them off. I've lost relationships because of it, but they're lost, not mine. So, Louise, honestly, my memories of you, you've always been there for me. You've been my support. You really have. Brandy, if you're not here in 24 hours, I'm gonna cry. Let's see here. Brandy, would have been great to see you. I did have one visitor. I wasn't even expecting that one. Um, honestly, yeah, that's another story. But I did appreciate that visit. Somebody just signed on to watch the video, and to her, she knows how much someone very close to me and her were. I still have a very important piece from her that I keep on my wall. It reminds me every day of who I am and who she's helped me become. Because if it wasn't for her, I would have been lost, especially in jail. Um, as I was sitting in jail, she wrote me on a regular basis. If I didn't get a letter from her, I knew the very next day I would. I got letters almost every single day from her. She has a very touching personality, and if it wasn't for her, I don't know if I would have turned out as well after I got out of jail. Um, the stories I've heard from people, the things that I've seen people do when they get out, it's ridiculous. So the fact that she stuck with me through jail, she was a lifesaver to me. She was a very good friend. Um, I still have everything she's ever mailed me. In fact, one of the things she sent me in jail, I have actually basically laminated, hanging up on my wall. Because of her, I did get one of my new tattoos, which is kind of hard to see. It says Hebrews 13:5. Um, it was her idea to send me that scripture, and that is my everlasting memory of her, and I will never, ever regret this tattoo because she made a major impact on my life. Um, yeah, I do talk about a lot of people that way, and it's true though. That's what I mean by surrounding yourself with good people. My friends, my family, they've done a lot, and I would never replace them for the life of me. Next topic, 2 minutes. Minute and a half, yes. Goats, really? Why goats? Wow. I'm getting a lot of requests coming in now. Brandy, yeah, we'll discuss that later. um, Not used to a woman proposing, but okay. That's a new one. Yeah, I know I got bucked by one, Louise. It's nothing new there. Um, real funny story. Me and my sister, we we went through some good times. We used to live on basically a farm. Amazing situation, really. Um, sorry, multitasking is not working very well for me tonight. Um, I was sitting on a step stool or step ladder, and I was bucked by a goat. Went backwards a good 5, 6 feet. Kind of hurt. Um, yeah, it hurt. I think the best part about goats, Brandy, you did not get rejected. Um, I think the best thing about goats was my brother basically getting screwed by one, quite literally. When the goats would get out, my brother would be the one to bring them back into their gate, and I would see why. I guess they fancied him pretty well. Um, my brother would bring the goats back into the pen. We'd close the pen in, and my brother would climb the fence to get out. Well, one day when he was climbing the fence, the goat decided to jump up on the fence and have his way with my brother. I'm trying to figure out to this day if my brother enjoyed it or tried to get away. I'm not quite sure. Um, Sorry, you guys. I am still multitasking. Give me just a second. I'm trying to pull up certain messages, and I'm being asked a lot of stuff on private message. Trying to find out what I've answered, what I have not. Curtis, I did not realize I did that for you. I'm glad I could help. Divorce is not a laughing matter. I actually went through one myself. Sucks, but it happens. Let's see here. Alright, if this person is still watching, I do understand where you're coming from. At some point in times, I did feel like I was alienated from my family as well, including the family you're speaking of. I did a lot of stupid crap as a kid, and at times we feel like our family has basically backed away from us, that they no longer want anything to do with us, that they won't admit that we're related to them in any way, shape, or form. My biological mother does this to this day. She does not claim me, which I'm actually glad. Yeah, no, I've been alienated by my family before. At least I felt that way. Somebody else has discussed concern in that area as well. Honestly, it's just one of those things that you have to understand. We are who we are. Once we get out on our own, our family has to understand that we can't do anything and everything for them. We can only do what we're capable of doing. If you felt like you've been alienated all your life from your family, and then once you move on and do better things with your life, marriage, family, anything like that, and they turn around and go, "Oh, you're abandoning your family," you're not. Okay, you went from the family you were in to creating your own family. I've seen a lot of posts, a lot of pictures, a lot of statuses from family and friends seeing what goes on. And honestly, I have to tell you, I've yet to see a bad parent on my newsfeed. The only bad parent on my newsfeed I blocked. She wasn't worth it. Everybody else, you guys are doing great. You really are, all of you. If you have kids and you're worried about not doing a good job, about that you're failing as a parent, you gotta remember, children say stupid shit. They turn around, they'll tell you that they hate you. They don't. They're just mad because they didn't get their way. So they figured, low blow, tell my parents I hate them. It's gonna happen. You know, it does hurt. It does suck, but it happens. Unfortunately, I am not a parent yet. I am, hopefully, one of these days will be one. But I do have plenty of children that do look up to me. Um, I do my best to try to be a role model. You guys have expressed that I'm doing a good job, which I do appreciate those compliments. Um, but when it comes down to the whole situation on whether or not what you should do about it, the person that asked me this question, you are doing a great job. I've seen your pictures. I've seen your posts. You are a great person. You have done so much with your life. Do not be discouraged and do not get drugged down by some stupid crap. Because honestly, it's not worth it. You have done better with your life. You have moved forward. You need to stay that way. Keep progressing in your life. If people can't understand that, that's their loss. It really is. I for one, I think you're doing great. Carla, let's see here. We had a lot of good times. We really did. Unfortunately, I blocked out a lot of high school. There's a lot of things I had to learn the hard way. Really did. Um, but when I came back, I learned very quickly that I still had friends here. Brandy, if that was the case, I'd probably be packing my shit right now, moving back to Arizona. So, unfortunately, I wasn't that lucky, so it's not going to happen. As for anything else going on, we'll move on to a different topic. And how can I get mad at that, anyways? No, Brandy, when it comes down to Louise, she only gets mad when these the psycho ones claim that they've got my kid, and then turn around and end up not being pregnant. So you're fine. Trust me. We know it's you, so it's all good. um, Carl, I'm glad you're forgiving me because yeah, my memory sucks. Just saying. All right. Last opportunity, you guys. You got 2 minutes. Give me another topic. After this next set of topics, I will be closing down for the evening. We are going on an hour and a half now, so it's been great. Louis is my favorite music. Country, you know that for a fact. Brandy, you're not psycho. You're one of the most amazing people I know, besides Louise, of course. So she doesn't stab me. I have to say that for my own safety. Um, but no, Brandy, you're not crazy. You're not psycho. Louise, we know you're crazy. But yeah, I was saying my favorite music is country music. I don't care what you have to say about it. I am moving on to wider expansions. Keith Urban is very good. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting this one. I was asked how I met Kathy. Um, I want to say Plenty of Fish. Like I said, my memory sucks. See, Plenty of Fish are tagged. I don't remember which one. Brandy, don't worry. It's not going to be the only feed I have. Curtis, if you weren't crazy, I wouldn't know you very well. All right. I don't get to know people that aren't crazy. If you claim you're sane, then you can leave me right now because I don't deal with sane people. Sane people are no fun, makes life boring, and I don't deal with it. Brandy, that's how I met Tina, was through tagged. Crazy is everything. Crazy is knowledge. I love crazy and everything to do with it. And I've got more messages coming in. I still have tagged. I haven't been on it forever, but do 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 do. I haven't claimed him yet. Don't be saying brother. Anyways, You guys, that was an amazing chat tonight, an hour and a half long. I thank you all very much. My viewers went all the way from... Oh, wow. I've only got 5 minutes left of this video anyway, so... Brandy, my love life sucks. Just kidding. My love life is pretty good, actually. I have an amazing woman right now, as I have instructed. She is great. She's done a lot for me. But I do have to cut this short, you guys. I just got a 5-minute warning, so I will see you guys later on. Curtis, you can always message me on Facebook, or let's get together again sometime. I am not busted. I'm never busted. You guys have a great night. Thank you very much for watching. We will do this again. Thanks, guys.